Page 8, Camel Caravan. On pages 6 and 7, they're introducing you to the relative minor scales. Okay, let's talk about them briefly. Hopefully you've been going and doing the scale from a scale video. Do the scales of the key signatures we've been in, whatever they are. Well, now it's time to start doing the minors. You see, for every major scale, there is a minor scale with the same key signature. We call them related. They're relative by key signature. So C major has no sharps or flats. It's all the white keys. Well, the minor key that has no sharps or flats is A minor. And they're saying they're lining it up with the sixth and all that. If you just learn the scales, you can very quickly say which scale has got what sharps or flats in it, and that will tell you what they are. Now, if you really want to know, I go down from C to A. I go down. It's 1, 2, 3 half steps, or a minor third. So the relative minor scale is always a minor third, or 3 half steps lower than the major, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. So that would be the scale with the same key signature as the major. C major, A minor. If I have a G major scale, it's got 1 sharp. If I go down a minor third, it's here. That would be E minor. E minor is 1 sharp. That's all it is. Now on page 7, they give you a natural minor, a harmonic, and a melodic minor. Isn't that just wonderful? The natural minor is just the minor exactly as it is in the major. No alterations, is exactly the same. So C major is here. So A minor would be that. No changes. The harmonic minor is simply take the 7th step, which in this case is a G. It's 1 less than 8, right? And you just move it up a half step here, just automatically. They're used most common. And these are the minor scales I cover in my scale videos, the harmonic minors. The melodic minors you'll get in music occasionally, but I've never had a need to actually learn them. Just know they exist. You've got sharps going up and naturals coming down. So it's here. Both of these are sharped. But then it's natural going down. So it changes depending on which direction you're going. Wouldn't worry about it too much. What we're interested in is knowing which minor goes with which major, and the harmonic minor is what I encourage you to do. So do my scale video on A minor, 1 octave up and down. Learn the scale and the fingering. So now when you go to practice a scale in whatever key the piece is in, always do the related major or minor scale that goes with it. So they kind of go together. In Camel Caravan, you look at it, it's got no sharps or flats, so you're thinking, is it C major? Well, now that we're dealing with minors, we got to look further than that, because there could be a minor scale. Is it major or minor? And I still look at the end of a piece to tell me that, and it's down here. The last few measures is here. I'm ending here. Sounds like A minor to me. So I'm going to say this piece is in A minor. Common time, or 4/4 time. Do the right hand first. When it comes in, you're down here. It's an A. So you got 1, 2, 3, rest. Rest. And then this is a minor scale, the harmonic minor, and you simply put the thumb on the D. I teach this in the scale video. So if you can do the scale and you run across these passages in the music, you just whip them out. And it's so simple. Make sure it's a G sharp here, and then going on, you have an A, rest, 2, rest, And the counting I didn't talk about, 1 N, 2 N. Hopefully you can get the counting by now. If not, you need to go back to the previous books and go through them again. Let's go down to the 3rd line. 2nd measure, here. And during the rest, you come down, 4th finger. Now we get the A minor scale going down, more or less. You're up here. Cross over, 3rd finger on the C. That's all. Left hand has this boogie pattern going on. Here to start. In fact, that's all the left hand does in this whole thing. It does that. Just keep it smooth and connected. Everything's together until you get to the end. The last measure, it's a staccato. That may be an error, but I'll come back to that in a minute. Put the hands together slowly. Make sure you can get, now this left hand is all quarter notes, so this can be your beat, this can be your drum. Keep that steady, no hesitations. Rest, make sure you rest in the right hand there. Now how fast you can play this is how fast you can take the piece. So if you can't play that very fast, slow it down. If that's how fast it is, fine. Now you have a rest in the right hand, make sure it's a rest. Rest. Rest in the right hand, and then you'd repeat that back up to the top. But let's go on. This is the third line, second measure here. Rest, rest, then come down. Then we get the scale going down. Once you can get that at some speed without any hesitations, and the part where you're hesitating, you just work on that part more and more until you get rid of the hesitation. Don't let the hesitation keep going on, because you actually learn to hesitate. You work the hesitation into your playing, and you'll do it every time you play it. So get rid of it. Let's add some articulation. The slurring and staccatos, it's in the right hand. The left hand, for the most part, is all legato. So it's here. Rest. Make sure you play these rests accurately. But in the last measure, the first line, you have staccato. So it's rest, rest, and then connect. This is all legato here on the hands, except for the rest. And then let's go down to the last line. You're here. And then in that last measure. Now the way it's written, the right hand has a full beat, and you come up on beat 2. 1, 2, you come up on 2. The left hand is a staccato. You're done. So therefore it'll be 1, 2. So you come, the right hand stays down after the left hand's done. Most people, they would then end them together. They would end them together. And maybe that's what they wanted. I don't know. But they didn't put a staccato in the right hand. So to do it technically the way it's written, you need to hold that down until beat 2, even though that's done. I'll leave that between you and your teacher, whether you lift them up both up at the same time. In my mind, it's more musical to lift them together and end them together. But it's an interpretive thing. You see, when you interpret music, you need to know, am I interpreting this? Because I can take some leeways when I'm interpreting. Or am I just not paying attention and it's an error? And so be careful on these. Play it exactly the way it's written first, and then we'll interpreting. Well, I'll talk more about interpretation as we go through the book. And there we go. Then add the dynamics. Starts out soft. Keep this left hand soft all the way through. It's the right hand we want to hear. That MP goes to the right hand, the melody. And the second line, you got the little crescendo. Don't go up much, maybe to a medium loud. That's the note. Don't get medium loud till then. And then you stay there. This is the right hand that's medium loud. The left hand stays soft. Then you repeat back down to medium soft. Have to make the left hand go very soft, whatever it takes. See, when the hands are close together like this, you have to exaggerate the difference in the dynamics more, because it's harder to hear the melody when the accompaniment is, the notes are so close together. If they were further apart, like up here, it would be easier to hear the melody because it's up here and these are way down here, but when it's down here together, then really that left hand needs to be very soft. And then when you get down to the last line, keep in mind that you are medium loud here. You've been medium loud all along, as far as I know. And then just for the passage going down, you come back down to probably a soft. It's playing it here to here. And then there's a diminuendo there. Well, that's really for the left hand, because the right hand, all it can do is hang on and it will diminuendo by itself. So just follow that in the left hand. As far as the speed goes, it's just some middle speed somewhere. Get to know the piece and you'll feel the speed. You also kind of feel the dynamics. It's better if you can feel the dynamics than trying to force them. But you got to get to know the piece. So you're not thinking about notes and rhythms and fingering and all that. You're just letting it go. This is like a bunch of camels walking in the desert. They're not going to walk real fast. I'd like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics, just notes and rhythms and the articulation. So I'll give us 4 counts and let's do this. And we will take the repeats because there is a first and second ending. Did you notice? So when you get to the repeat sign in the 3rd line, you're going to repeat back to the reverse repeat sign in the 1st line. And then when you, on the 2nd time, you'll skip the first ending. You see in the 2nd line where it has that 1, that's the first ending. Skip all that and go directly to the 2nd ending and then finish it off there. And that's what we'll do in the Play With Me. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, the 2nd ending.